Had it not been for superstition, Bishop Hannington would not have been killed brutally in Mayuge on this day today, 137 years ago. These were some of the concerns by President Yoweri Museveni as he officiated at the 137th anniversary of the day Bishop Hannington was murdered.
Somebody had told Mwanga that people who come from the east are dangerous or something like that. Then you come to the martyrs who were killed later by Mwanga, that they had gone to church, they had not come to serve him. Small things like that. These matters, these are just young children if you see most of them.
He blames such actions on belief in some cultural practices that could compromise morality in society.
There are cultural things which definitely are correct, but then there are others which are also wrong, like wife inheritance, like underage marriages. All those are cultural but not correct.
Museveni was at Chonda village in Mayuge sub-county, where he challenged religious and cultural institutions to audit both cultural and godly practices.
Like now there is the pressure from groups in Europe and the West that homosexuality is an alternative way of life. You can be man to man or woman to woman, or the old way of man and woman. So really I want to challenge both the traditional institutions and the churches to really audit and see the core issues which are for God and man that we should not accept or we should insist on.
His appeals come in the midst of demands for Bishop Hannington Memorial Area to be turned into a religious tourism site.
Tuli kusaba omuwendo guno gwoli kubona wano gwona singa tuba tufiire ekifo ekyobulambuzi ndidinga kyongera okuleeta sente mu Mayuge ate mu Uganda okutwaliza agalala.
It is a point of view shared by both religious and area political leaders who also want 29th October made a public holiday in honor of the bishop.
I request on behalf of the people here present that you give us a gift of gazetting 29th October.
Tulina omudulizi ife gwotulira ntafune tutumulimala oyo nga Bishop Hannington twakusaba nti kikole otuwe olunako olwo lube lutongozebwe nga public holiday.
President Museveni, who answered in affirmative, also promised cabinet action.
The issue of holiday for the day of Bishop Hannington, we are going to have cabinet on Monday. I will attend and find out what was the reason, and then I will guide after hearing what the problem was. Because it seems it was discussed but not concluded.
When the paper was being presented, His Excellency was not in cabinet. Myself, I wasn't in cabinet that day. So some members of cabinet, I think, they took it in their own way, in their own thinking, that it's not worthy for it to be gazetted. Something he regretted here and said no, he will push it and make sure that Bishop Hannington is one of the people who are remembered with a public holiday in Uganda because he's worth it.
Bishop James Hannington, while on a mission to spread Christianity in Uganda, was killed on October 29th, 1885.
We younger people, we learned that Bishop Hannington was killed when he was still young. At that younger age, he had known God and he was committed to the extent that he moved away from his home to Uganda and to Mayuge in particular, here in Chando, and he was murdered here for God, for religion. So that commitment is not easy, especially the religious commitment. I learned that seriously, even if someone dies, but for a good cause, his name will always shine.
Other religious fanatics who were killed after Hannington have had public holidays set aside in their names. These include the Uganda Martyrs, honored on 3rd June every year, and Archbishop Janan Luum, celebrated every 16th February. Henry Okrut, UBC.